G'day, how you going? So, we've got a ton of new stuff to talk about when it comes to zombies. Black Ops 6 is right around the corner, and we got so much intel to go through. But for this video, we're just going to focus on the augments because there is a lot to talk about. So we're going to scroll all the way down. Oh, here we go. Okay, augments overview. So this looks pretty cool. So there's a lot of different augments you can put on when it comes to your perks, ammo mods, field upgrades. So we're going to go through everything. I'm just going to give you guys my honest thoughts, like just so far. Obviously we don't have like heaps of details to go off. We've just got basically what the augments do, but I'm going to give you guys my honest thoughts on like what's the best, what's the worst, what's kind of mid. So we're going to use the good old traffic light system, just green, orange, red. So green obviously the best, and then red obviously the worst, because basically for everything you can put augments on, you can choose one of 3 majors and then one of 3 minors. So hopefully that makes sense. So first off, let's just make sure we're fully aware of what all of the perks do. Pretty much everything's the same. I think the only changes really from like Cold War is PhD flopper is not the same. We'll get into that soon. We've got the majors obviously first. First one, slightly increase maximum health with Juggernog. So obviously that's good because your health regardless the whole game is going to be higher than what it normally is. So that's pretty good. Not sure what I'll give it yet, but let's see. Turtle Shell. Armor acts as a shield on your back, completely absorbing damage to your back. No damage mitigation when hit from the front. Okay, that's actually really good. And then what have we got here? When an armor plate breaks, nearby normal enemies are stunned for a short time. I mean, I feel like this would probably be the red. Honestly, this is pretty garbage. Not garbage, but just worst of the 3. And then honestly, I think Turtle Shell would have to be green. That's like number 1 there. Slightly increased maximum health with Juggernog. I mean, yeah, that's cool, but it's probably only slightly. Like, obviously they've said slightly there anyway, so it's probably not by much. Whereas if you've got that shield, especially like on your back as well, that's going to help heaps, I reckon. So probiotic, that would be orange. Into the minors for Jug. So retaliation, deal bonus damage while health is low. Yeah, that seems alright. Armor plates have more damage mitigation. Okay. And durable plates slightly increase armor durability. So armor plates have more damage mitigation. So I think this is basically how much damage the zombies take off your actual health if you've got armor plates. And then durable plates means the armor itself has a bit more durability. So I'd say probably hardened plates would be green, because obviously you're still going to get hit regardless on your health if you've got armor on or not. Maybe just less if you've got armor. But yeah, having that one, oh, I don't know actually. I feel like armor is going to be a pain to buy a lot of. Like, it's going to go through quite quick. So I'm probably going to go green for durable plates, and then hardened plates at a close second for orange, and then retaliation, deal bonus damage while health is low. I mean, like, it sounds good, like it'll help heaps, but if you've got a whole horde on you, chances are you're not going to be mowing down the whole horde to save your life. I don't know. That's my thoughts. Again, it's hard to say because we haven't actually got the game yet. So stamina up next. Increased movement speed, obviously. So great perk. Love stamina up. Major. So we've got Free Faller become immune to full damage. See, this is obviously different to how it was in Cold War, where in Cold War, if you just had PhD Flopper, you'd get, I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. You had immunity to full damage. So now they're just making it part of stamina up. Not sure how I feel about that, but I don't think this is a big one. Like, there's not really many. Well, I don't know, because obviously we haven't played, but it doesn't look like there's any big points in the map where you can take a lot of full damage. It might save your life here or there, but I don't think it'd be enough to write home about. So I'm just going to straight away put that in red. I might change my mind. Dasher, increased tactical sprint duration. I don't know. Tech sprint in zombies in itself is like a whole why. Why are you doing that? Stalker, walk faster while aiming. I feel like that would be good. I feel like that's going to be green because you're always, well, I find myself, I'm always aiming down sights when I'm playing zombies. Not all the time, but most of the time. So I'm going to give that green, orange, and then red. Minor augments. Okay, so while tactical sprinting, projectile damage is reduced. Projectile damage. Oh, that's like damage inflicted on you from further away. While tactical sprinting, projectile damage is reduced. I don't know. I feel like, again, that's not really a big one. Quarterback, use equipment while sprinting. That's pretty cool. I do like that. And then hot foot, gain a speed boost after your equipment kills an enemy. Oh, I mean, personally, I don't use equipment that much. Like, I just forget to. So personally, for me, this one is not really big. I'm probably going to say, this one's kind of hard. They're all pretty mid in my opinion, but some of you might disagree. I'm going to say use equipment while sprinting, because when I do use equipment, at least I don't have to worry about if the equipment actually kills a zombie. I can just use it and it's still going to give me a benefit regardless. So I'm going to go green, orange, red. Speed cooler, reload weapons and replate armor faster. So this one I'm actually really keen to look at. So this one means you replate armor faster. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's obviously new, right? That's pretty cool. Added bonus. Major augment, supercharged. Field upgrades recharge a bit faster. Yeah, that might be good actually. And reload speed is even faster. I mean, this is me hoping for a lot here, but I'm going to put this in green because this could be very wishful thinking, but I'm hoping that they'll have the reload speed even faster to the point where like in BO3, if you had fast mags and speed cola on your weapon, it was like rapid fast. I found that so cool. Knowing what Black Ops is like now, it probably won't be that OP, but I'm gonna rely on hopium here and just hope that it is. So I think this is gonna be green. Like if I can reload my ammo really fast, that'd be cool, like BO3. But again, that probably won't be that well. Phantom reload. Weapon magazines are slowly refilled over time. I don't think that's a big one. I think that's pretty mid. So let's go classic formula green. Orange for field upgrades recharge a bit faster, and then red for weapon magazines are slowly refilled over time. Because like if it's slowly, it's not really going to make a big difference, right? I don't think. And it's just your mag, you know, it's not like your actual stockpile, I think. Minor augments. So the mystery box settles much faster. That's red, instant red. Who cares? I saw Mr. Rufflewaffle's video as well on this. I completely agree with him here. Quick swap weapons faster. This, I don't care about that either, honestly. Like, I hardly swap weapons, but yeah, mystery box would probably be worse. Deploy equipment faster. These are all garbage, honestly, in my opinion. Again, just personally, I don't swap weapons, but I guess maybe in the early rounds, if like you're using a knife or something, maybe I'll put this in green, but it's not like a flex. So green, I'm gonna say orange, because I feel like I get more use out of the box than using equipment. So green, orange. I don't know actually, like monkeys and stuff, deploy a monkey. Yeah, okay. If this counts for monkeys, I could be wrong. If it does, I'm going to put that in orange because the amount of times I've gone down because it takes me so long to throw a monkey. Yeah, so green, orange, red. Deadshot daiquiri. So drink to improve ADS precision and increase critical damage. So yeah, this was actually good in Cold War when you get your crit damage. Really good perk. Now, major augments, further increase in critical damage. That's pretty good. That sounds great to start off with. Dead first, deal double critical damage if an enemy is at full health. Double critical damage, that could be good. Critical hits have a chance of adding a bullet to your magazine. I don't know. I don't think that's as good as what you could make it out to be. Like, it has a chance of adding a bullet to your magazine. I feel like that's not, it's only one bullet, you know? Like, if it's only a chance, yeah, I don't think you're going to be like running around with unlimited ammo, that's for sure. I think that's going to be pretty underpowered, to be honest. So that's an instant red. I think Deadhead would be best, because if you've got guaranteed increase in critical damage every time, that's like very consistent. Whereas if it's only for double critical damage if an enemy is at full health, like this will have its individual cases where it's really good and it's so worth it, like, you know, those massive bosses or for the Easter egg, that will probably have its own benefit. But from normal, like the average game, I feel like this would probably go a longer way. So green, orange, red. Yeah, minor, okay. Increase damage to armor pieces. Oh, okay, so that would be damage to the armor on zombies. Reduce hipfire spread. Nah. Reduce gun movement while performing advanced movement. They're all kind of crap there, honestly. I feel, yeah, that one would be green. That one would be orange. That one would be red. They're all pretty garbage though. Quick revive. Okay. Reviving an ally allows them to keep all the perks on their bleed out bar. Equivalent exchange. Killing an enemy while downed will revive you and remove quick revive. This can be done up to 3 times. So this was on Cold War. I think you could only do it like twice though, or something like that. Maybe it was 3. But yeah, this was a thing in Cold War with your ether crystals as an upgrade. Dying Wish. On lethal damage, become immune to all damage for 2 seconds. Keep 1 health. Quick revive is removed on use. Yeah, I feel like Dying Wish, that was from BO4 originally. I feel like that is really good because if you've like if you would have gone down, this will save you, and who cares if you lose quick revive, just buy it again. Killing an enemy while down, you can only do this 3 times, so yeah, I feel like that will probably save at least my life more than equivalent exchange. I don't want to go down in the first place, so yeah, Dying Wish first. Reviving an ally allows them to keep all the perks on their bleed out bar. This kind of depends, you know, like, are you playing with mates all the time or on your own? So I'm probably going to go, so Dying Wish green, equivalent exchange orange, and then EMT red, because it's not my responsibility to be picking people up all the time. That's how I'm looking at it. Bit selfish, I don't care. Minor Augment, Swift Recovery. Reviving an ally increases both of your movement speeds for a short time. Okay, that again I think was from Cold War. Karmic Return, reviving an ally heals you to full health. That sounds pretty good, because it's always risky, I find, when picking up your mates. Like, you just pick them up in time, but then you're so low on health you might even die yourself. Slow Death, increase your time and last stand. That's pretty good. I feel I'm going to put that one at green, because just having that extra bit of time to get away from a horde could be good. Like, it could mean the difference of you getting all your health back and maybe not dying. So I'm going to go green for Slow Death. Karmic Return is orange, being selfish again. And then Swift Recovery, that's red. Because, I mean, moving fast is great, but yeah, I don't know. I'd rather prioritize myself. I'm so selfish. Elemental Pop, attacks can trigger random ammo mods. So I don't think I liked this much from Cold War, because it would just activate the random ammo mods. Some of them I found annoying, like turned, if you're wanting to save a zombie and you get it turned, but that's not even the ammo mod you have, and then you just end up not running elemental pop, so you don't have that issue. Major augments. If a weapon has an ammo mod applied, elemental pop will only activate that one. That literally solves my problem, so that's going to be green right from the get-go. Emperor Peach. Enemies that hit you have a chance to trigger a random ammo mod. Cherry. Reloading creates an electric damage discharge that damages and stuns nearby normal enemies. The emptier the magazine, the stronger the damage. Yeah, so again, pretty sure this was in Cold War. If you did have elemental, literally just taken this from Cold War, which I'm not mad about. I did like having that. Citrus Focus is green, Electric Cherry is orange, and then Emperor Peach is red. Don't really care about the random ammo mod. Minor augments, Vulnera Beam. So slightly increases enemy elemental weakness damage. I think that just means what elemental does to the enemy weakens them more. Equipment can also trigger a random ammo mod. Nah, I don't like the random ammo mods. Slightly reduce all ammo mod cooldowns. Yeah, I'd probably say that one would be green. Orange, and then red. PhD Flopper, here we go. So obviously again, this one's a little bit different to how it was in Cold War. Obviously we've got the Omni movement now as well. So explosive dive to prone and immunity to self-inflicted explosive damage. I like that they've kept in immunity to self-inflicted damage. Obviously that's basically what the main thing it does anyway. Major augments, Gravity MD, just falling from heights creates explosions. I'm pretty sure this was in Cold War, just with PhD Flopper. So I mean, what else have we got? Tactical Sprint knocks down and damages base zombies. That's pretty good. Yeah, that could, like, just picturing it, I think that could be really good. You know, if you've got a big horde and maybe you're about to get trapped, the amount of times you just die because you've got a horde that's trapped you in a corner, that could be good. I reckon maybe a green there. Sliding into enemies triggers explosions. Yeah, maybe, but I might not kill that many. I'm gonna go green there, orange sliding into enemies, and then red just falling from heights, because again, I don't think I'm going to be falling that often, and you know, so what if it makes an explosion? I don't think I'm going to land into a whole horde of zombies anyway. And minor, become immune to environmental damage while sliding. No, because I don't think, I'm just thinking, because I'm not going to be sliding that often, but if I know I've got this on, maybe I'll slide through like dangerous points in the map. Slightly reduce height and distance requirements for explosions. Nah, that's pretty mid. Sliding distance and speed are increased. That sounds pretty good. Again, this was in Cold War, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure about this one, but I'm going to go green there for the sliding distance. Orange for become immune while sliding, and then red for slightly reduced height and distance requirements for explosions. Melee Macchiato, we got the new perk here. So this replaces your weapon gun butt with a deadly punch when you go to melee the zombie. All melee attacks are slightly faster. Now I remember very well from watching the Terminus gameplay when the player picked up Melee Macchiato. Did you guys notice this too? Like the melee kills, like how fast you could use the melee was really slow, I found. Especially compared to older zombies, like older COD zombies. I just found it was really slow. Like, like why can't I spam it like I could in the old CODs? So I think this already would be a massive help. Vampiric Extraction, melee attacks heal a small amount of your health. Yeah, it's a bit hard to go off that like small amount. How much is that? Triple shot, your punch can hit multiple enemies at once. Yeah, it sounds cool, but I don't think it's going to help that much. I'm going to go, yeah, definitely Espresso for green. Melee attacks heal a small amount of your health. That'll be orange for sure. Get a bit of health back. And then red. Yeah. Okay, minor. Stick and move. Backpedal speed is increased after a successful melee attack. Now that could be good. It just depends how they've got the mechanics in this game. Like, this one's sounding pretty good because obviously the trick, if you're even somewhat just a regular zombies player, is as you move back then melee the zombies, so you're not going to go for the lunge and then you've got way less risk of getting hit. So backpedal speed is increased after a successful melee attack. That might be good. It just depends what the mechanics are like in the game. I assume they'll probably be similar to Cold War. So I can't really remember what it was like though. Yeah, I think the lunging was more of an issue in the older CODs like BO3 and all of that. Your punch can one hit kill normal enemies for longer. Yeah, it's just a bit hard to go off again. Not much context for longer. Like, where's the cutoff? Like, what round? Maybe it's like up until round, I don't know, 15. Melee kills reload a portion of your held weapon. Yeah, a portion. I don't really care about a reload. Like, reloading won't take long anyway, especially if I've got speed cola and those augments on. So probably gonna go red right off the bat for that one. I'll probably say stick and move would be green. And then your punch can one hit kill normal enemies for longer. That'll be orange because, to be honest, I only really knife at the start, and then if you that's the thing too, like now since Cold War you spawn in with an actual gun, not just like a pistol that runs out of ammo real easily. So I feel like that doesn't really help that much. So yeah, that's my justification. Now moving on to ammo mods. Here we go. So obviously I'm not going to go through all of these. I just want to talk about the ammo mods in general because obviously, like, I've made it clear I love BO3. That was my favorite game for zombies and multiplayer. And come at me, I don't care. But yeah, in zombies, I found that like all these ammo mods were OP. You know, Dead Wire, Brain Rot. It used to like instantly, not instantly, but it would kill the zombies. Whereas now, bullets deal electrical damage. Each bullet has a chance to stun any normal and special enemy. Like on BO3, they'd all just be stunned. They'd like be stopped in their tracks and they'd die. It was it was really good. But in Cold War, obviously they nerfed all the ammo mods, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, this will be interesting. Although all these ammo mods slightly different, I guess, at least from BO3 times. Shadow Rift is the new one. So bullets deal shadow damage. Each bullet has a chance to spawn a black hole if striking normal or special enemies, warping nearby zombies away, dropping some from the air at high speed. Okay, it's a lot to take in there. Again, it's kind of hard to go off because we haven't really seen it properly. Brain Rot. So, obviously, bullets deal toxic damage. Each bullet has a chance to temporarily turn a normal or special enemy into an ally. Major. The charmed enemy has a chance to turn other enemies. That could be good, but like, I've never really found turned to be that helpful. Especially like from Cold War onwards. Again, they kind of nerfed the ammo mods in my opinion. The charmed enemy distracts nearby normal and special enemies for a short time. So I guess that'd be kind of similar to a monkey. But again, that just kind of like happen when you don't want it to. Well, not when you don't want it to, but it just happen randomly. So if you've got no control over it, I feel like what's the point? You know, just run monkeys or something. Brain Rot can charm elite enemies. That I think is a big one. That would be pretty cool. You've got a big Brutus, you know, on your side. Or even maybe even stronger enemies if that's what it means. But yeah, I'm going to put definitely Brain Rot can charm elite enemies in green. So big game in green. Plague, what's that one again? Chance to turn other enemies. Yeah, I'll put that in orange. And the charmed enemy distracts nearby normal and special enemies for a short time. Yeah, that'll be red. I feel like just run monkeys. Minor augments. Brain Rot duration is slightly increased. Brain Rot cooldown is slightly reduced. Charmed enemies explode at the end of Brain Rot's duration, dealing toxic damage. I'm not sure. They're all not very amazing. Maybe these are kind of like, they kind of just feel like the same, you know what I'm saying? They kind of have a similar effect. Yeah, I feel like that at least is a bit more like critical damage. At least the zombie dies at the end. You know, like they would in BO3. Again, they nerfed bloody ammo mods and from Cold War onwards. So, yep, I'm going to go green for explosive. Brain rot duration slightly increased. I'll probably go orange for haste and then red for extension. Because at least more often, at least with this one, more zombies are getting turned. Whereas this one, it's just that one zombie's turned for longer. So maybe this might save your life a little bit more, maybe. I don't know. Cryo freeze. I've never really ran this that much, like a couple times, but wasn't really a fan. Anyway, bullets deal frost damage. Each bullet has a chance to slow a normal or special enemy and increase the damage they receive. I mean, yeah, just, yeah, deals frost damage, that's cool, but it has a chance to slow a normal or special enemy and increase the damage they receive. That doesn't sound very, like, significant. Big game. Cryo freeze can slow elite enemies. Yeah, maybe. I guess it depends on the enemy, right? So we don't really know what that'll be like. Hard to say. Ice cloud. Enemies that are killed while frozen may have a cloud that slows enemies. That could be good, at least if it's having more of a compound effect on other zombies. Frozen stiff. Enemies are frozen in place. That could be good too. Oh, I think this is just normal enemies, like normal zombies. I don't think that's big. If this was like for elite enemies where you needed to like hit them in those crit spots to actually kill them faster, this would probably be good, but I don't think it is. So I'm going to put that as red. I'm going to put Ice Cloud as green because I feel like that will have the biggest impact on like in terms of impacting more zombies at once. And then Cryo Freeze can slow elite zombies. I'll put that as orange. Yeah, because I don't think that's going to be a big deal. Minor augments. Slightly increase the slow duration. Freezer burn, slightly increase damage to frozen enemies. Liquid nitrogen, significantly increase your chance for Cryo Freeze to activate. I don't know. Probably liquid nitrogen. It's pretty inconsistent anyway. Not inconsistent, but it's not very common anyway. Maybe liquid nitrogen green, freezer burn orange, and then extension red. If they're already going slow for a little bit of time, that's fine with me. Dead wire, one of the goats from BO3 in my opinion. So this one's unlocked right from the get-go. You get this unlocked immediately. Bullets deal electrical damage. Each bullet has a chance to stun a normal or special enemy, causing them to generate an electric damage field. Yeah, so that damage field was like great on BO3. It's kind of like the Wonder Waff, I think. Maybe not as OP. So yeah, Dead Wire, yeah. I wish they didn't nerf it in Cold War. Let's see. What can it do? Chain lightning. The stunned enemy can spread the stun to others. I mean, I feel like it should do that anyway. Big game. Dead Wire can stun elite enemies and special enemy. I guess that would be like, what do you call the birds? I can't remember what they're called, but maybe that would be like a special enemy. I don't know. We need like a little definition. I mean, it's probably on another blog post, but I can't be bothered looking at that. But what's the last one? A bolt of lightning strikes from above, stunning all normal and special enemies in the area. That's not really anything special. I feel like chain lightning might be good because you can stop heaps of zombies in one spot. More of like that BO3 Dead Wire effect. And then, so yeah, chain lightning is going to be green. Probably big game for orange and then red for lightning strike. Because I feel like a bolt of lightning strikes from above. Is that like just every so often, or is that every time it activates? If it's every time it activates, that could be really good. You'd think they'd write in like has a chance to spawn a bolt of lightning. So I'm going off the assumption that that is just what happens every time it activates. So minor augments for Dead Wire. High voltage. Dead Wire deals slightly more damage. Dead Wire cooldown is slightly reduced, and extension, the stun and electric field lasts longer. Nah, that's got to be red. I don't care about that. If it's not doing more damage, what's the point? Cooldown slightly reduced. Nah, Dead Wire deals slightly more damage. I think that would be good, because if you combine that with the stunned enemy can spread the stun to others, I feel like that would be a good combination. So high voltage green, extension red, haste orange. Napalm burst, here we go. Unlocked at player level 6, that ain't bad. Now, off memory, I'm pretty sure, was this one the OP one in Cold War? Napalm burst? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Oh, actually, no. I'm thinking of Shatter Blast. Yeah, they got rid of Shatter Blast. That was the one I remember in Cold War was like OP when it came out. So I guess that's just been swapped out with Shadow Rift. Yeah, I always get Napalm and Shatter Blast mixed up. But yeah, napalm's the fire one, obviously. It's in the name. Bullets deal fire damage. Each bullet has a chance to apply a burn effect on normal and special enemies, dealing damage over time. Napalm burst can burn elite enemies. Thermite, increase burn effect damage. Firebomb, burned enemies explode on death, spreading fire to nearby enemies. That sounds pretty good. I think I'll put that at green. Orange for napalm burst can burn elite enemies, and then thermite, increase burn effect damage, because it might still be not enough to make a difference, especially on high rounds, I feel like. But again, we don't know for sure. Just putting my guess in there. Minor augments. Extension, increase the burn duration. Incendiary, each damage tick has a small chance to spread to a nearby enemy. Yeah, I feel like that's good. Contact burn, initial burn effect deals more damage. I'm gonna go incendiary for green, contact burn orange, and increase for burn duration red. Shadow rift, here we go, the new one. So bullets deal shadow damage. Each bullet has a chance to spawn a black hole on a normal or special enemy, warping away zombies nearby and dropping some from the air at lethal speed. Oh, is it enough to kill them? Probably not, but lethal speed, at least would take some damage, obviously. Big game. Shadow Rift can activate on elite enemies. Yeah, that could be good. Again, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure elite means manglers. Is that right? Topple danger. Warp one enemy that deals shadow damage to others. Enemies that are dropped from portals will explode on contact with the ground. I feel like explosive rain, because even if you get Shadow Rift that can activate on elite enemies, it probably won't kill them, you know? So explosive rain is going to be green, big game will be orange, and topple danger will be red. Oh wait, I think I get this. So one enemy that deals damage to you will be teleported to other zombies. I think that's what it means. I think I might have cracked it. Yeah, still pretty mid. I'll put that as red. Because yeah, whoop-de shit, it hits you. But chances are that'll scare you to running away from it and getting your distance away anyway. Minor augments for Shadow Rift. Shadow Rift cooldown is reduced. Targeted dropped enemies will fall on other enemies. That sounds alright. Supermassive, the singularity's lethal radius is increased and can kill more enemies. Maybe Supermassive, if it can kill a lot more zombies in the area, that'd be great. And then, yep, orange for dropped enemies will fall on other enemies, that'll be pretty cool. And then red for Shadow Rift. Field upgrades. So Ether Shroud, the absolute legend. Sad to see Ring of Fire not coming back. I mean, it would probably be OP, but yeah, that was the GOAT, Ring of Fire. But Ether Shroud was definitely up there as well. It was either Ether Shroud or Ring of Fire, I reckon, for most people. So Ether Shroud will probably be the GOAT here. Phased into Dark Ether, become temporarily hidden from enemy detection. Major augments. Group Shroud, nearby players are also cloaked. That's cool, but it could also be really annoying for other players. You'd have to give them some notice, like I'm gonna shroud now or something if you've got like a massive horde they're trying to kill or something. I feel like that would probably be red so far. Burst dash, warp forward a short distance, killing all normal enemies in your path. Okay, so they've kept this one, warp forward, but at least you can choose if you want to have it on now. And then it'll also kill all the normal enemies in your path. I feel like that's quite good, especially if you're like down bad, you're low on ammo or something, that'll help you get rid of a horde. Void Sheath, swap to your dedicated melee weapon as it's imbued with dark ether energy. That doesn't really tell me much. Kills allow you to stay in Ether Shroud for longer. That's pretty cool. It just depends, like how much longer, and is there a cap? Could you just keep killing zombies and extending the timer? I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt on this one, and it sounds pretty good. So I'm gonna put this as green, the Void Sheath, Burst Dash as orange, and then Group Shroud is red. Minor augments, instant reload. Activation instantly reloads your currently held weapon. Nah, I mean, like, if you activate it, you can just reload anyway, you know? Extra charge, that's gotta be it. 100%. If you can have 2 Ether Shrouds ready, that's main. You know, you can use it way more often. So that's got to be green for sure. Ether Shroud duration is significantly increased. Nah, if you can get 2 Ether Shrouds, that's way better. Extra charge is going to be green, obviously. Extension, let's again give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to put that as orange, and activation instantly reloads your currently held weapon. Don't care about that, that's red. Dark Flare. Generate an energy beam that deals lethal shadow damage and penetrates everything in its path. Oh wow, okay. So that seems pretty good. That's like kind of similar to Ring of Fire. Supernova, the beam is replaced with a sphere that damages nearby enemies as it travels. Beam heals and revives other players on contact. I think that one would be green, because if it's not just damaging zombies but also picking people up, there's no need for healing aura. Like you can run this. Well, I mean, healing aura has its benefits, but you're kind of getting 2 field upgrades in one almost, right? I'm going to put Dark Pact as green, and then Supernova is orange, and extension is red. Minor augments. Broad beam. Significantly increase the size of the beam. Heavy shadow. The beam slows enemies on contact. Extra charge. Increase max charges by 1. Okay, extra charge. If you can have another charge, yeah, that'll be good. Green, broad beam. I feel like that would be good if you can cover more zombies. So that's going to be orange, and then heavy shadow will be red. Frenzied guard, player level 9. I never really ran this. I thought it was kind of like not very useful, but maybe it is now. Repair armor to force all enemies in the area to temporarily target you. Armor takes all damage during this time. I don't know. I mean, if you're repairing your armor to full only for it to take all the damage, it's kind of like 1 step forward, 1 step back. I don't know. But anyway, that's just the whole field upgrade itself. Major augments, Phalanx. What the heck? Teammates can also repair armor from kills while near you. Retribution. Trigger an explosion on activation. Normal enemies that melee the player are damaged and knocked down. Frenzy fire. While frenzied, use ammo from stock. That wouldn't be too bad. You wouldn't have to reload. You could just hold the finger down. Whoa, this one's honestly quite tough. I think Retribution sounds pretty good. You got 2 big benefits there. Big explosion, and then normal enemies that melee the player undamaged and knocked down. So that'll help protect you. Retribution, we're going to go green. Frenzy fire, let's put that as orange, and then Phalanx is red. A lot of the time, I'm not going to be telling my teammates to stay near me. Well, maybe I will if they can't afford armor, but I mean, I'm not always going to be playing with teammates anyway. So minor augments, repair boost, repair more armor per kill. Yeah, that could be good. Right when it's about to end, you just shoot a bunch of zombies. Increased frenzied guard duration. Rally on activation, repair all nearby teammates' armor to full. Well, I feel like, yeah, that's just much better than Phalanx. So we'll go rally as green, and then repair boost is orange, and then extension is red. Healing aura, here we go. So resilience. All affected players have their health regeneration delay reduced, and their rate of healing increased temporarily. So oh yep, so this is after taking damage, you regenerate health a bit quicker instead of that longer wait, and the rate of healing increased. Oh yeah, that's alright. Enduring Radiance, the beams and their healing effects persist for a short time after leaving the area of effect. Doesn't sound amazing. Persistence, revived players keep all perks on their bleed out bar. Yeah, I think that one's good, even if I'm not always going to be playing with people. Obviously I won't run it if I'm not playing with teammates, but it's a pretty helpful benefit. So I'll put persistence as green, and then resilience will be orange, and enduring radiance red. Energy mine. Again, I think this was in, yeah, it was in Cold War. I think it was one of the newer ones, but I didn't really use it much. Create a mine of pure energy that detonates 3 times, dealing lethal electric damage. Scatter. The energy mine will split into 3 mines that scatter and detonate 1 time each. Instead of a mine, deploy a turret that shoots at the nearest enemy. Oh, but it's only 1 enemy. Knowing the turret, it'll be so weak. I just remember in previous, maybe, was it Advanced Warfare? I know it's way back, but the turrets, I just remember the turrets not being very durable. Maybe they were. Carousel. 3 energy mines will float around you, detonating when an enemy is nearby. I think this one's good. If it follows you, then that's actually helpful. Who cares if it kills zombies far away from you, like Scatter. Yeah, Carousel, let's go that for green. Scatter will be orange, turret will be red. Minor augments. Increase detonation count and duration of energy mine. Extra charge. Increase max charges by 1. That's probably going to be green. Energy mine now attracts nearby normal enemies for a short time. Well, this would be useless if I'm running this one, because it's following me anyway. Yep, extra charge green, frequency boost orange, and siren red. Alright, so we got through all the augments, I believe. Oh my gosh, but it's actually quite fun. I enjoyed that because obviously we don't have all the information so far on all of these like ammo mods, you know, perks, how everything's going to work, but we can have a fair idea. So hopefully you guys stuck along for the video. The launch is upon us. Hopefully you guys are excited as I am. I'm going to be jumping right into zombies here on the channel, so make sure you stick around for the live stream at midnight New Zealand time, and I'll be streaming. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Now remember, love thy gamer.